pew 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 pew. Fuck you, Robert. We're not stopping, and you can follow me, and everything is alright. All right, we're probably gonna get sued soon.
I'll be the one to take it at night.
God, that
Follow me, and I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. That's not even the song, and the music's gone. And what the hell, guys? What the hell kind of intro to a podcast is that? Robert's supposed to come in and pew pew you guys out of the pew pews. Not today.
Can't pew pew Uncle Cracker.
Not today. You're not going to do that.
No.
You're not, and not because it's kind of like because his name was. I feel like that was a racist term for a white man that they used. You know.
No, he took it back though. He took it back. Us. Yeah. That's our word now.
Okay then. Well then, I guess it's cool.
Even though it was never really offensive.
Right.
Cracker. Okay, I'm delicious.
We'll give it a go. Okay, anyways. Well, welcome back to Pass the Gravy, guys. It's episode 276. I'm Alex. I got Pat here with me and Bobby Jokes over there coughing up a storm right now. You sick, Bobby Jokes? I hope he's not sick. He says he's not sick.
It's AIDS.
It might be AIDS. You never know. You never know with these things these days.
Gotta check the lesions. That's the telltale sign.
Lesions. It might be leprosy. Something like that. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be a pretty solid episode, I feel like. We can all breathe, I guess, right now.
Don't try and overhype it. Solid.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean, decent episode. It's going to be a mediocre episode then, guys. But welcome back to those of you guys that are joining again. Hello to all of you new listeners. Maybe we got some new listeners. If you're a new listener, at Pass the Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa.
What's up, TJ?
Oh, yeah. We got TJ says he's been listening lately, so that's good.
He's a douchebag, but
whoa. No, because he's listening.
Yeah,
if he's listening, we're cool with it.
No, I mean, he'd admit it.
All right, well, this, guys, is this is Where You've Been, and this is the part of the podcast where we tell you guys where we've been since we last talked to you guys. How about that?
Hey, you, where you been? 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 Where you been at? Where you been? Where you been? Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Who wants to go first?
I think you should start us off, champ.
I did have quite an eventful last couple of days since the podcast. Well, where to start? Where to start? When I saw the Avett Brothers on Thursday. That was awesome. Probably the best I've ever seen them. Ooh. I would say best. It was either one or two in the 5 times I've seen them.
You got to give it another week, then you can decide. Because recent memory, it always makes
That's true. That's true.
Still on the high.
They were pretty good. But then the last time I saw them prior to this, I left saying that was not the best I had seen them, though. They're still pretty good. They're still pretty awesome. And it was cool because it was like an evening with them. There was nobody that opened for them. Although the band that opened for them 2 times ago was Old Crow Medicine Show, and that was pretty sick.
That's fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, that was why I think it was like that was a pretty solid combo, and that might be why. But like, was it just the Avett Brothers alone? I think that that might have added to it because they played all the hits. They played everything I wanted them to play, so that was cool.
And you got Wagon Wheel as a fucking prequel, so that's pretty dope.
Well, I'm talking about Thursday. The Avett Brothers played every single thing I wanted them to play. They did the encore. They covered all of the stuff I wanted them to. It was awesome. They were incredible. But, I mean, I feel like I'm never going to tell you that there's like an awful Avett Brothers show. It's kind of like pizza with me, where it's like they were still the Avett Brothers, so I was still happy. Yeah. And just, like when you go to a show and you're just smiling the whole time because I'm so happy that I'm watching this right now. I'm so happy. I'm in my happy place. No, it was not the heroin. I did the heroin later. That was when I was really smiling then, but Avett Brothers, I was smiling already. But maybe it was in anticipation of the heroin. You never know.
Could be.
I did not do any heroin. But then, so that was Thursday night. Friday night, got to go and not to brag, but I got to race in a camel race. And I raced on President Donald J. Hump was the camel that I named. And it was pretty awesome. I went from worst place to first place, 4th to 1st.
Who could have foreseen that coming?
Yeah, that's true.
Also, is that cultural appropriation?
What do you mean?
You're riding camels. They're not native to this region.
That's true, but I don't think it was because they seemed pretty chill, and like my dude was.
And you won, so you get to make the rules.
Yeah, I am the one that writes the rules. Robert, will you grab? There's like a little piece of paper that's got like an ostrich on it. There's a guy riding an ostrich on it. Will you grab it to me? Because I was going to read you the description of my camel. It was pretty cool because I didn't realize like they had this whole like program for it. But,
and ostrich races?
Yeah, there was ostrich races, but you had to be like a professional jockey to ride the ostriches.
Yeah, that seems a little more dangerous.
Yeah, it was. And like the camels don't like.
Oh, that's cool. Just don't mute your phone.
The camels don't just buck you off, but like the ostriches will just like dive, so like you fly off like their neck. And like, there's no like, you're not strapped on to an ostrich or anything. But like the camels named were Camel Cabello, Sand Moose, Humpty, and then President Donald J. Hump. President Donald J. Hump was ridden by Alex Middleton with 94.5 The Buzz. The most carefree of all the camels racing tonight, DJH doesn't like to make a big deal of things out of his control or blow things out of proportion. His favorite leisure activities are playing golf and watching Fox News. So the camel doesn't watch Fox News or play golf.
I would have thought it would have been humping.
Well, that's grabbing other camels by the pussy, grabbing camels by the toe. That could have been what it was.
That's definitely.
And then on the race video that I got to watch back, because one of my friends hooked me up with the actual like play-by-play of it, which was pretty cool. And they were like, oh, and Donald J. Hump is but behind a wall of camels. I thought that was pretty great.
Man, you should have GoPro'd it.
I didn't think about it until after it was over, and there was one other person that did GoPro. But it was awesome, dude. I wish I could ride camels professionally, man. And I think obviously I'm
Don't
good
give
at
up
it.
on your dreams.
I'm good at it, so like I feel like I should ride camels every time that I could possibly. But it was dope, dude. I thought it was gonna be scary. I was nervous when I was pretty nervous getting up to it, and then like they didn't like put me on a camel and tell me to ride it ahead of time. They're like, here, you can come meet the camels, and we're gonna kind of give you some pointers. And they're like, well, they have these reins on them, but then there was also just like a holding, like you like basically like over the hump. You were behind the hump, and there was like a railing that kind of kept you from falling off the back of it, and there was a railing that went all the way around it, around the hump and everything, and you would hold on to this bar in the front on the other side of the hump. And they were like, well, there's the reins right here. You can use the reins if you want to get fancy, I guess, but nobody really uses the reins. And I was like, okay, I probably won't use the reins then. And I'll probably just hold on to it. And then when I got to the starting gate, the handler that was there was like, man, you got to use these reins if you want to steer them. And I was like, they told me not to. He's like, if you want to steer them. And I was like, so like that'll work? And he's like, it's a racing camel, man. And I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then I got out and like I just kind of was holding onto the reins lightly, but I was holding onto the front bar. And then I came out and he was starting off slow, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I can't be last. I'm going to just get roasted on the air on Monday and then on the podcast on Wednesday when I'm telling everybody. And then I was like, all right, buddy, come on, Donnie, come on. And so I grabbed the reins at a certain point.
Were you like just saying come on and shit?
I kept going, come on, Donnie. And I kept calling him Donnie. Right the second I met him, I was like, what's up, Donnie? How you doing? He was cool. I was petting his hump, and I was like, dude, let's get this done. Let's get this done. I was trying to figure out like if I could teach him how to spit on the other people. But like they were like, no, there's no like trick to get him to do that, unfortunately. But then we got out the gate. We were behind everybody, and so I was like, all right, fuck it. The guy told me to steer him with the reins. I'll try that. And I went whip, and he took off. He just like kicked it into another gear, and I was like, oh fuck, man. And I was like patting. I was like just holding on to that, kind of like just like trying to sit up as proper as I could. And then I was just like whip again. I was like, go Donnie, go Donnie. And then like I could see like we were getting towards the end there, and I was like third place. Then like I got into second place, and I was eating neck and neck with the second place. And then I was like, I think we got a shot right here. I was like, come on, let's go, Donnie. And I just kept hitting it. I wasn't like hitting the camel. I was pulling on the reins though.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking right at the end there lowered his neck there, and it was like he knew we had a photo finish. And you know how in neither one of us ran track because
not true. In junior high, I did do the fat man relay. Yeah. Well, you weren't here in junior high yet, were you?
I came in 7th grade.
I'll save that for another.
It was a different junior high though. We went to different junior highs.
Did you go to Beck?
I did.
Yeah, we kicked your ass.
Yeah, I didn't run track, so it doesn't count.
Okay, we'll continue your story.
But like the reason I never ran track was like every sport I ever played, the punishment was running, and I was like, this is all it is.
Yeah,
like so it's all punishment. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
But like I know that they teach you you're supposed to lean at the finish line, and fucking Donnie J knew to lean. He fucking nose beat him. Like you saw the picture. It's a photo finish. Like they had to go check the tape and everything on it, and boy, oh boy, it was originally a dead heat, and then they're like, nope, Donald J. Hump is the winner of the camel races. So, I mean, I thought I was going to get a trophy. I didn't get a trophy. It would have been tight, but like, I made camel racing great again, and it was great. It was the greatest camel of all time. Best run I've ever seen. The best come from behind victory of all time. I knew it. You knew it. Everyone there knew it. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. McCraw.
I'm a little
Make
disappointed
camel
you
racing
never yelled,
great again.
"Yeah!" Well, I was back.
Well, no, because I was so focused on like winning.
That's
Like
what I'm
I
saying.
just
If you had
all
yelled,
I saw
"Yeah!"
was victory.
You would have won by length.
I don't know about that. So we did St. Patrick's Day at Lucky's. That got pretty lit. I was fairly responsible where like I wasn't blackout drunk, but I did come home and then just immediately kind of fall asleep. And I did that like drunk pass out where I woke up in my bed with like my phone in my pocket, everything I came home with in my pocket still. Like I had not taken my wallet out, had not removed anything from my pockets, and was just like, oh shit. Okay, and it's like midnight, so I kind of then you get ready for bed after you were already in bed, which is that's a weird spot, but that was cool. And St. Patrick's Day was pretty kick ass. Everybody loved the Irish. I was listening to Pass the Gravy.
Oh yeah,
shirts.
had mine on too.
Did you get some compliments? Were they like, "What is that?"
Well, I
You're like,
wasn't
"It's the
really
gravy."
talking to people.
Oh well, you should have.
I just kind of went and we drank and then.
Did you? How was yours then? Well, that was pretty much where I've been. How was your St. Patrick's Day, and where have you been?
My St. Patrick, me and my brother, we didn't really want to go out and do too much because it was Sunday and we had to be at work, not as early as you, but we got to go in the next morning. So we were like, well, fuck it, we got to at least go take our, you got to have a car bomb on St. Patty's.
Right.
It's just not St. Patty's.
I had a couple car bombs.
Yeah, so we ended up having like 3 or 4 of them. But
Did you do them out of the glasses?
What do you mean?
Like
drop a shot glass into a glass?
I had never done it without that before. So we did them just out of plastic cups, where it's like you have to like pour the shot into the Guinness and then boom, let's go. And like the whole point is you just got to do it fast before it curdles. And so, but I had never done it without putting the shot glass into the glass.
Well, technically too, we were doing Tully bombs because instead of
Tullahoma Dew
instead of Jameson,
Dew.
It was Tullamore Dew instead of Jameson.
That's like really hip these days. I feel like they're advertising everywhere though.
But also, it was just a little cheaper than the other one. It was just 5 flat for it. So went up there, went up to our bar stars. Did a couple of those, had some green beers, watched some not baseball, but whatever basketball was on. Did you watch any of the conference tournaments for NCAA?
I was watching soccer.
Yeah,
bro.
see, I did because I don't give a shit about college basketball.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of like I'm gonna pay attention now.
I'm probably
obviously.
not even really. Like if Duke's playing, I'll probably watch because Zion.
I'm gonna gamble,
freak.
obviously, so I have to pay
attention.
attention.
I don't plan on filling out a bracket, but probably like 10 minutes before the $1 million bracket's due.
Yeah.
We didn't even stay up there long. We were only up there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But then after, played some video games after I came back out. My brother was passed out by 7:30.
Oh, man.
It was just one of those because we had gotten up early on Saturday to go see Captain Marvel. Fucking amazing. Like it really for me. There was already a lot of hype getting around it. Like I didn't hear any bad reviews when I went and say lived up to all the hype. Like I was telling Robert, the only downside I said to it is it needed more 90s music because that's when it's set.
Uh-huh.
But then that was really cool. And then we ended up, I think the reason he passed out, and I was out by 11 on Sunday because we stayed up till like 4 a.m. For no fucking reason. We were just sitting on the couch, like having a couple beers, and he went to bed at like 2, and then all of a sudden he texted me. He was like, hey, I'm not really tired. You want to keep watching it? I was like, fuck it. So we ended up watching, I've had on my Netflix forever, The Irish Mob.
Uh-huh.
Just all about
because it was St. Patty's.
Because it was St. Patty's Day. And we did. Well, actually, also on Saturday, might as well tell you everything we fucking did.
Yeah, that's where you've been.
We that was the end of the night. But as soon as we got home from the bar, we watched. We watched Captain Marvel. And then we got home, and we watched American Pie 1, 2, and 3.
American Wedding.
Yeah, American Wedding is 3. Fucking God, those are so great. I forgot about one of my favorite lines in movie history, and I tweeted it out. Was when Oz in 2, in the beginning of 2, when Oz and Stifler are walking by and he's trying to get him to look at the girl's panties. Mm-hmm. And Oz was like, why don't you just find a girl and fall in love? And he goes, how about this? I'll get you a spoon so you can eat my ass.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great line. Like, they just don't write like that anymore.
They don't,
man.
and I don't think they're allowed to.
Writers
really.
are just lazy.
Yeah.
Plus, and also I said to my brother, I was like, also back then that was an insult. Now it's 2019. Eating ass is normal.
It's the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Everybody's eating
That was
ass.
like 2002.
Right?
That was weird. Now it's just, it is what it is.
Hey, but like now at least we're not ass eat shaming.
Yeah.
Ass eating shaming.
Yeah.
Ass eat shaming?
I don't know. But,
it's ass eating season.
yeah. So we watched all those. We had gotten a bunch of wings at the bar that we brought home. Then we watched And we lined it up basically perfectly to where it would end right at Sunday at 12 o'clock. So it would be St.
I saw
Patrick's
you
Day.
started Boondock Saints. Yeah.
So, and like Boondock Saints ended at like 11:58. So then it started, and then we're like, well, fuck it, Boondock Saints 2 is on here as well. So we watched that one.
Where's this guy going?
It's great.
Where's he going?
Fucking
nowhere. I don't know why. That's always one of my favorite lines from it. And it's like
Me
the
and my
most
brothers
random.
still say it to each other fucking weekly.
Nowhere.
Or like, especially during baseball season, somebody gets caught stealing. Where's he going? Nowhere. Every fucking time.
That and funny man. Tell me a joke, funny man. Tell me a joke, funny man. And
It's still one of my favorite jokes of all time. That's my go-to joke usually.
what was the name of that fucking cat?
Oh, what color was it, bitch?
Yeah, that's a pretty.
I can quote the entire.
It's not as good as people make it out to be.
It's my favorite.
I'm
movie
just saying.
of all
I'm
time.
saying it's a good movie. The Boondock Saints is a good movie if you haven't seen it. But it's one of those movies that I feel like people. It's a cult classic, obviously. But there's like people that just like they think, oh my god, it is the greatest film ever created on this earth. And you're like, wait,
that's not
whoa,
true.
hold
Like,
on,
that's Godfather,
It's
but-
good. It's good. And I don't. Is this an unpopular opinion? Pulp Fiction, very good movie, not the best movie of all time. And I feel I feel
There's
like
only
Pulp
one best
Fiction
movie
though.
of all time.
But I feel like Pulp Fiction gets it gets overhyped by people. That it's like that. It's that cult.
It's fucking
classic
great,
kind of,
though.
It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie, but
great.
it's not the best movie of all time. And people
No.
like argue that sometimes.
There's only one. The best movie of all time is Godfather.
Although you could say Godfather 2 is better than it.
I'd still go original. But I mean, one way or the other.
It is one of the few where the sequel might be better than the better.
It
than
is,
the first
but
one,
like both of them, it's just they're fucking perfect.
That's true. I think Godfather.
Now,
Fuck that one.
Now, if anybody thinks Godfather 3 is the best one, like just jump off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it because it's the same reason I can enjoy Boondock Saints 2. Yeah, it's not good,
I enjoyed the first story,
but it's a continuation of a story that I love.
I'm already hooked. I'll pay attention.
But like the entire time when I was watching Boondock Saints 2, I just kept looking at my brother going, there's just so many stupid
it's not the
decisions that they
same.
made. Like,
Not the
why the
same.
fuck does the FBI agent have to have a shitty southern accent? It's just, there's so many little things in Boondock Saints 2 where like, that's so fucking unnecessary. And this is why it took 10 years to make, because Troy Duffy's a fucking idiot. He's a complete asshole and nobody wants to work with him because it has to be his
And
way.
what's his face was he was in Walking Dead though, so
Norman Reedus.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Daryl.
So that's where I was this week.
Which, by the way, like I'm 100% out of Walking Dead now. Like I had like. I'm just not. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna catch up on it.
I got
like,
like,
I've got it. I've got like
I'm never catching
2
up.
seasons, I think. Like the season that Rick went away, I have that. Spoiler alert, I guess, but it's like over a season now. But the season that where like Rick went away, that was the season that I hadn't caught up to on the DVR, and it's like I have 20 episodes on my DVR. I feel like, and it's just like I'm not gonna watch it.
I
not gonna watch
got like,
it.
I think it was almost to the end of the second season where the bad guy with the baseball bat, Lucille
Negan.
It was either at the end of his first season.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, it was I either got through the entirety of the first season he was in, or all the way to the second one. But we never watched the finale episode, and then we just stopped watching.
Yeah.
And by the way, we at that point we were like 2 seasons behind, but like we watched all the way up, and that's when I was like, man, this is the best season they've ever done. But we were watching other shit, and we never got around to watching
It's
the
one of
finale.
those
And we
things.
just
Yeah,
fucking
I just don't have
dropped it.
time to do it. It says the guy that still will watch like The Office like 5 times a week at
Oh, yeah.
least. But like it's easy to like chill. Like I said, I like to check my phone and do shit. Bob's Burgers also been kind of watching that as like my background noise.
I do need to watch like
Bob's
all that.
Burgers is pretty good.
Like I caught my brother just restarting Parks and Rec yesterday for probably the 3rd time this month. Not calendar month, like since March has started. It's so great. I want Ron Swanson to be my dad. Nice.
Yep. All right, Robert, where have you been, buddy?
I've just been wondering where all the Girl Scouts are. I haven't seen
Dude,
them.
it has
Okay,
been a
okay,
little
hold on.
lackluster this season.
Maybe don't say that in public.
What? Not in the. He did. But I
That's-
get what he meant, though. I get what he
Dude,
meant.
I'm with you. I've only ran into him once.
That's true.
I go to the grocery store at least probably like 2 times a week.
Uh-huh.
At different times. Don't see him.
That's the one place I did see
All right,
him.
let's stay
That's
woke
grocery
though.
store.
All right, because now like remember how they got in trouble because they weren't allowed to go out of like in front of weed dispensaries and stuff. Like maybe they've all just migrated, And now they've like, let's just go where weed's legal, and we'll just stand outside these dispensaries and clean up because like they do clean up.
Did you not see the story? Apparently, I think it was Chicago. A bunch of them just stood outside of bars on St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah,
and fucking cleaned up.
So maybe that's where they are.
All I want are peanut butter patties.
You want peanut butter patties?
No,
Peanut butter
Thin
patties.
Mints. Thin Mints and Samoas. Or
Samoas are good.
Coconut Delights, Caramel Delights, whatever the fuck they're called
Samoas
now.
are good. And then these new lemonades, those are dope too. But Thin Mints
When does Girl Scout season end?
I don't know.
I need to know because like I haven't
When
bought
is this
cookies and I
Ponzi
need
scheme over, guys? Also, if you have a Girl Scout in your family or like somebody that's trying to sell cookies, hit us up because we are in the market.
Does anybody know what the money goes to?
Nobody knows. That's why I always call it out every year, man.
Is it just their operating cost of buying more cookies? Like that can't be it.
Like, because they say like it goes to like help them do trips and funding of everything, but it's like then they should be like they should be never having like 2 sales of cookies over 2 years would be fine.
Yeah,
like they would be set for life because they sell so many fucking cookies.
Yeah.
Just, it's got to be going somewhere. And there's somebody that's patting their pockets with this Girl Scout money.
Oh, definitely.
Somebody's driving a Mercedes because of Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, fuck. They're doing better than Mercedes, man.
I'm just saying.
They're getting Raris.
There's probably, oh, yeah, Raris, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
How much is too much for $1? Because they went up to $5 this year, right?
Oh, that's,
yeah, they were $5.
That's all it is? See, I've never learned how much Girl Scout cookies cost.
Because I don't think about it in terms of like money. I'm just like, I need cookie now.
Well, no, I'm just afraid that if I know how much they cost and it's under $5 or it's $5, I'll be, yeah, I'll give you $5. Like, I always just in my head assumed, oh, they're probably $12 a box, and I'm not paying that. Thanks, Robert. Because that's what I needed was to get fatter. Thanks. Now it's inevitable.
I will not buy it, though, if the moms are the ones selling it. Unless it's like a work thing. Like if like, they're at work, like, hey, my daughter's trying to sell these. But like when you go to the grocery store, though,
when they came into the restaurant.
Yeah, and you said like you didn't shoo them away,
guys.
It's just like you're gonna abuse that
they weren't
power.
bothering anyone.
But still, like when like sometimes like the moms will be the ones that are kind of selling it, and you go to the grocery store, I'm like, This is not how you shape young women to become or young girls to become young women when they get older. This is not how you shape that. You got to teach them some business sense. I'm not buying from their mom.
I get it. Your daughter's 5 and she doesn't know how to push cookies, but like,
well, tell her to
just let her stand there and look cute next to the cookies, and people are like, "Oh, fucking girl, yeah, I'll take them."
Right, and then I have the headphones in a lot of times when I go to the grocery store, which is like a super.
I just walk
move
right
when you
by
just
them.
don't feel like I couldn't hear you. Haha.
I did have a Boy Scout try and hand me a pamphlet a couple weeks back, and I just was like, "Nope." Like, what do you guys even do?
All right, so I guess that's where that's where you been, Robert. Just wondering where the Girl Scout cookies are. He's been doing that since last week.
I think we had an app idea there. Just Girl Scout locator.
There's got to be an app.
God, you can't do that though.
If not, well, no, but like they go to a location and then like one of the parents that's supervising has to like.
You can probably
they
just
put
like,
up the
contact
sensor.
them and be like, "Where are you guys going to be selling? I want to buy some." Cookies.
Well, they put up like the beam. Like a parent has to check it in. And then it's like, oh, this is the beacon. This is where they are. If that's not already created, we verbally just trademarked it. So
verbal trademark.
You guys cannot steal it, or else we're going to sue you. So there you go.
We need like one person who's a listener that we need to find out they're a lawyer, and we need to Venmo them $1 so that they're actually like we're paying them. They're actually our
Everybody
lawyers.
listening is our lawyer, though.
But like, that's not going to stand.
We're
up in
paying you
court.
in gravy bucks. Now, I guess, is the part where we get to Comeback Kid, which is where we tell you guys just like back in the day, we couldn't find a way to just shoehorn certain topics into the show, so we made up this segment where we just kind of throw everything at the wall. And this is what's back in the news, and this is, I mean, maybe it's not been back in the news for a while, but maybe it's just something we're talking about now. So this is Comeback Kid of the week.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
Womp.
I like
That was
womp.
tight, huh?
I like that.
Womp.
That's a good one.
Maybe that's gonna be a mainstay. We'll just hang on to that for a while. All right, we got our first Comeback Kid of the week, but then we're gonna lead it into our mock draft. So we're gonna hang on to that mock draft part until the very end. But Beto O'Rourke is a comeback kid, and our boy, I believe it was Enrique Ramon, hit me up about this one. And also, I guess going with Beto O'Rourke being back is I have to include the spam text messages that I'm probably going to get, but I
Yep.
have not yet gotten. Where it's like, hey, have you thought about who you're going to vote for? Blah, 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 blah. And they just blow up your phone. And you're like, hey, man, stop texting me. And they're like, okay. And then they text you like a week later. Like, hey, I already told you to stop texting me. So what the fuck? But still, like, that hasn't happened yet. So I'm not saying it's a comeback kid, but just like I'm preparing that to be a comeback kid. I believe Enrique might have actually hashtagged future news on that one too. So sorry if I blew up that spot right there for you, buddy.
Way to
Beto O'Rourke is he's back. Beto O'Rourke, excuse me, right?
I believe it is Beto, but I'm going to keep calling
Beto
him Beto.
O'Rourke. He is back. He's running for president now, and
It's Robert.
he raised a bunch of money in the first day of his campaign.
$6 million.
So apparently he beat out Bernie Sanders. So he is this next election's Bernie Sanders. But he's younger.
So he's
and
gonna
hip.
not get the nomination.
Wait, I guess I don't know. He's like the people's guy. I guess I feel
You
like.
would think that, but he's already getting shit on by his own party.
For the hacker thing?
No,
apparently he was a hacker
for
at
running.
a certain point.
For running, when they already have so many intersectional candidates, they're like, "Well, you're white. Why are you running?"
No, because he's Hispanic.
But he's not.
He's Hispanic.
He's Irish.
That's his thing. That's his thing, though. He's Beto.
Like, what if I just told you, hey, I want you to call me Pato now?
I'd call you Pato.
It actually means duck in Spanish.
That's pretty tight. I'd definitely call you Duck.
That's what they call me at the restaurant.
Oh, really?
It took me like 9 months before I understood that it was actually a Spanish word and they just weren't putting O on the end of Pat to make it
Would
Spanish.
you call me Aloe? Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Alexo?
Aloe. Atto. Roberto.
Can we just call Robert Beto now?
No, because he's Bobby.
Babo.
Baba. Well, we're just gonna turn his nickname that we already gave him into like an even more like a nickname for his nickname. We could do that. No,
We're going to go down the rabbit hole.
But yeah, but Beto O'Rourke is a comeback kid this week. He's blazing trails right now. He's talking to people about
Standing on
his
all the tables.
campaign. He is standing on lots of tables. He's going to lots of restaurants. He's probably eating a bunch. He's probably gained a lot of weight.
No, that's a fucked up thing. You know he's going to all these restaurants. He's not buying anything.
That's true.
Like,
Just
fuck you.
more handouts.
Yeah.
Just more.
I think if you're going to
handouts
be
is
in my
what he's
restaurant, you need to
getting.
buy something. If you're not buying, get out.
I still think, I don't know if I said it already on the podcast, but I feel like the best chance to for sure win it for the Democrats in 2020 would be having
Biden Beto.
as a vice president.
Yeah.
I think that would pretty much clean it up. I don't see how they lose really with
Like,
that.
you want him because he's the biggest chance you can have to steal Texas. And if you steal Texas, that's an
Right.
automatic victory.
'Cause you got pretty close. Yeah, pretty close in the senatorial
You got
race.
kinda close.
Well, I mean, closest in a long time.
Yeah. But it's like in the West Wing. His vice president was from Texas, helped him win Texas.
That's true.
There you go. That's what you should be shooting
And
for.
What's his face?
Not-
Lady Bird Johnson's husband, Lyndon Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Because I was like, I know it begins with an L, and I thought Lady Bird
You
first.
remembered
and
his
then
wife, but you didn't remember the fucking
Lady
president
Bird,
of the United
if
States
you
of
meet
America.
a person named Lady Bird, like you're not gonna forget it.
You know where
'Cause-
Lyndon Johnson went to college?
Texas State.
Texas
I thought it was
State.
Southwest Texas. Then.
You know he used to pull his dick out in front of everybody? Not when he was at college.
problematic.
When he was the president.
Oh well, hold
Because
on.
apparently that dude had a fucking monster.
Was it for Harambe though?
No.
Because if your
He
dick
used
was out for Harambe,
he
then it's
used
okay.
to pull his dick out in front of like other like heads of state from other countries as a fucking power move to be like, yeah, I got a huge dick.
That's where the term "big dick energy" came.
That's
from.
why.
People don't know that.
It's true. Big dick
But like,
energy
you gotta
comes from
understand,
Lyndon
like
Johnson.
Lady Bird is a very memorable name.
It's a fucking dope
First of all, because it's the dog on King of the Hill,
Yep.
so like that's what I tie it to. And I was like, Lady Bird was the first lady, was married to is Lyndon Johnson. See,
Yep.
so I was able to find it out that way. And then people abbreviate LeBron James, or at least I abbreviate LeBron James a lot of times as LBJ. Just
Shouldn't be allowed.
Just shorten things. And it's funny because people are like, why do you want to talk about Lyndon Baines Johnson? Like, well, no, it's LeBron James. Like, but
Why wouldn't you want to talk about Lyndon
what?
Baines Johnson?
yeah, who doesn't want to talk about LBJ? But Beto O'Rourke is back, and probably those text messages in a few
Yep.
weeks, I would guess. Another comeback kid is spring break, because it is spring break
Yeah.
season. With
week 2 of
that,
spring break now.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's like last week, this week, and next week are like the big 3
Oh, yeah.
spring break weeks. But it's like this month, I guess, the month of March.
So this is when Padre makes all of their money.
Yeah. And like I feel like there's been lots of fight videos I've gotten to see. That's one of like the coolest parts after college, where you get to watch the fights, but like you don't like. I never went like to any of these like destination spring breaks. It was like, hey, you guys want to go to Galveston for a day? Let's do that. And that was pretty much the extent of that. Or let's just get drunk at somebody's house while we're all up here.
Yeah.
And I never went to the beach or like did a whole week away or any of that stuff.
It
but
was
like,
cool. It wasn't fucking that great.
I just never had money to do it, you know, and I was working a lot of times
Thanks,
on the
Dad.
weekends. So I was being an entrepreneur.
No, I'm actually saying thanks to my dad because he paid for my
Oh
shit.
yeah, well there you go, there you go. But then you get the fights that happen. The fight videos are always big, and then it's just like I feel like everybody that is working is always kind of like, oh man, I miss spring break. That was cool where you just got a full week off for no real reason.
Yeah. But it's always nice during spring break, too, when you are working, you're like, sweet. Everyone's out of town with their kids. There's so much less traffic.
That's true. Yeah, and we did have that last week.
That
which
was
cool.
really nice.
Which is cool. But it's kind of just it's spring break's weird when you really think about it, because like you just go to school, like you don't really need a break from that. And like when we were kids, like yeah, I definitely need a break. I've been doing school for so long, and it's like no,
It's not that hard.
like,
It's not that stressful.
You go way less hours than I'm working.
Yeah. No, like if you work while you're at school, you deserve it. Mm-hmm. If you're just going to school, dude, life's not hard.
Yeah.
Sack up.
And then like you'll probably miss your first class back on Monday because you're too hungover. You're like, oh, I just gotta catch up for spring break. And it's like, no, man, you're fine.
Yeah. Just
I wish I could just go back and like slap younger me sometimes, where it's like, dude, you were being a little bitch in school, but hey, I guess I turned out okay.
I mean, you're
As
killing
of
it.
now, I think. I mean, I'm a camel racing champ, so like, boom, did that at least. So can't take that away from me. Me not going to class at 8 a.m. sometimes at school.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Most times.
Yeah,
The worst were the ones when you would wake up for like an 11 o'clock or noon class and be like, can't do it today.
well, you're like really trying hard to justify why you can't go. You'd be like, but there's not really a good reason. It's 10 a.m.
Did you ever pull the ultimate shithead move when like you live off campus? You fucking you take the bus all the way into campus, or you drive in, you get there, you get to your class, you sit down, and before it starts, you go, never mind, and you get up and leave fucking class.
No.
I did that a lot.
Never did that.
I would just go to the bar immediately.
Once I was there, I was already kind of committed, you know? That's kind of how I
That's
looked
why
at it.
I work at a restaurant.
Hey, restaurants are a big job. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. You're a manager at a restaurant.
Gotta love the CJ degree. You don't have to try at all.
One comeback kid, though, that we haven't gotten to yet is smoke.
Because you want smoke with Nancy
Smoke
Pelosi.
and fires. Well, no. It's I guess, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what they say, right?
Well, also, well, I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean, it's kind of hard not to find a bunch of smoke when an entire building is on fire.
That is true. That is true. So smoke and fire are back because there was a refinery fire in Deer Park, which is just where they've got all, like, when you drive through Deer Park, you kind of know. It smells like refineries. And
The only reason I ever went to Deer Park was to play baseball.
yeah, I've driven through there a few times.
I feel like they had someone who went to Deer Park High School there that ended
Andy
up playing in the
Pettit.
major leagues.
Andy Pettit.
It was Andy. That's right. Okay, Andy. Yeah.
Look at me knowing things. But so there was I don't know how it happened. Some container caught on fire. It's a tank. It's
I'm
a
not quite
building.
sure.
I don't know. But it was burning for like 3 days. They put it out very, very early this morning. And I mean, this morning is like Wednesday, and it was like 3 a.m. when they put it out. But they just kind of, apparently they had to let it burn for about 3 days. It started St. Patrick's Day. I don't really know how it started, like I just said. But then they're like, well, we just got to let this bad boy burn out. Like, I don't know. Just pour, like, I'm not a scientist. So, like, excuse me if I'm wrong, which I probably am, and I'm often wrong.
Nah, I believe
But
you.
I feel like if you put water on stuff, it can't hurt it.
It most definitely can.
Okay, well then what about that powder? What about that powder
No,
stuff?
I
where
have
they
to
just
stop you right
suffocate it?
here because I feel like you might burn your house down at some point.
What about a bunch of blankets?
If you're ever cooking, Alex, and the pan catches fire, you get a grease fire. Don't throw
That's true.
water
You don't
on
do-
it.
you don't do that with a grease
Okay,
fire.
I just
With a
want
grease
to.
fire,
I just
I
want
know
to make
that.
sure you knew that, because otherwise you're going to buy him a beautiful home someday, and then you're going to burn it the fuck down.
I'm not gonna get a grease fire. I don't cook, so
Well, you might.
done.
You might someday.
But I just feel like water can't hurt that bad. But then also like
Same.
firefighters have that fucking like foam shit that just suffocates it, right? That can't hurt it, can it?
I probably can't.
I don't know.
I
What
would
about
go
a
with
bunch
sand.
of just get a big ass blanket and fucking stamp the blanket over? I don't know. You got helicopters. We got ways about this shit. It's 2019. Figure it out, guys. Get a robot. Get a robot to fucking go. Just fucking. I don't know. The Power Rangers had that shit. Fucking stack some cars together and just go stomp the shit out of that fucking fire. I don't know, guys.
I always say sand. Just use sand.
Sand works too, but like just go get those fucking helicopter things, the big like claws, and then you know,
drop
like
sand on
you
it.
drop water off of sometimes, and then you just
Sand.
drop the sand though this time, and then it can't hurt. Can't hurt. You would think it would just make it go like it'd be lesser at least.
That's why bonfires on the beach are safe.
That's true.
Sand can't catch fire.
That's true.
Unless, you know, it gets
I
oil
mean,
on it.
that might, yeah. But most times I don't think sand can catch fire.
Yeah.
So we're good. But just I don't know. They had to let it burn for 3 days, and then also while they're letting it burn, people are like, well, I don't want to go out of my house. Like, I don't feel safe doing this. And initially it was like shelter in place, and there was like one big tank of chemicals that was burning, and they're like, shelter in place, do not go out of your homes. And then it was like, now it's caught on to 8, and they're like, you know what? Feel free to move around. And we're like, wait. I feel like more stuff's burning though, and there was just a big smoke cloud out all over the city of Houston. And
But if it's an odd number, then it's burning bad. If there's an even number of things burning, they cancel out.
Oh, that was what. Okay, well that makes sense. But it's just like, well, it's safe. It's safe to breathe in. It's like, I don't know, guys. I think it's like stuff that makes gas or oil, and I don't think you're supposed to breathe that stuff. So just, you know, not as again, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a scientist at all, but just, I don't know, I'm a little suspicious.
I don't know. TJ passed the fire academy. Maybe he can tell us.
TJ, should we be breathing in all of the smoke? Probably not.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
This should have been a good episode of like Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, Deer Park edition. I don't know, man.
Wait, man, is that our smoke or?
Why is the smoke black, man?
Dude, it's 2019. You can't say that, man.
But it, that was
Fucking
weird,
idiots.
and I feel like Deer Park would suck to live there.
Yeah.
And people should be we should probably still not be breathing this air, but
I
we're
hope
breathing
you're
it.
okay.
I think, I don't know. I have a feeling like in a year or so,
Do
we're
any of our
gonna
listeners live in Deer Park? Are you feeling okay?
T's and P's if you
Yeah,
are.
you gotta get
if
the
you're out
T's
there
and P's.
in Deer Park. T's and P's to everyone affected by the fire and all of that.
Did anyone go out there and start breathing very heavily so in a couple months they have a potentially lucrative lawsuit?
I mean, like, because they said it's safe, right? So if they said it's safe,
And they turned out to be wrong, you can sue.
yeah, which is probably going to happen, right?
Unless they come back with the defense of it was even numbers. We thought it was cool.
Pastor A podcast, see them, like, check this out, and they like play it. What if we're like, I want us to just be like in court. Like, I would love us to be like,
I hope we
court
end up in court at one
testimony.
point.
Not us specifically, but like our audio played in court. They're like, see, no, it cancels out because it's even. Like, oh, good point.
I want them to bring me in and like try and charge me with something. I'll be like, listen, you shouldn't listen to me.
Look, man, we tell you guys not to listen to. I mean, we tell you like listen to the podcast, but like, you know, take what we say with a grain of salt sometimes.
I just want to sit on a witness stand one day and just point to myself and be like,
I want
"You
my
see what I
Kato
look
Kalin
like?"
moment.
And you're listening.
I want my Kato Kalin moment where I'm just like, I don't know, man. What? I don't know, man.
Just think about it. You can do that.
I was just living there.
If we get you on the witness stand, 25 years later, you can be on Big Brother.
You get me on the witness stand, and I just want to straight up pull Kato and like try and like argue the OJ case. Like, they're like, sir, this is not the case that we're just look. OJ didn't do it, man. There's a lot of other possibilities. It could have been his son. I don't know.
I hope you get to meet Kato one day, and I hope I'm standing there so I can look at Kato and go, you know, he thinks OJ didn't do it.
I do think OJ fucking did it. Obviously, I think OJ did it, but I'm gonna defend him because he got acquitted. And the criminal one, but you know,
So
the other one, not so much, but still.
So did, and I'm losing her name now, even though I said it 5 minutes ago, the woman who killed her fucking kid. Wait, did she or did she get found guilty? I don't even fucking know anymore, man.
Christine,
It happened.
Casey Anthony.
It happened more than like 6 days ago, so I don't remember.
Yeah, but we're just gonna talk about it still. It doesn't stop us from talking about
She
it.
got off though, didn't she?
I don't. I think she did. She did. You're right. Because
Yeah.
now she's doing like photography and shit instead of. Maybe she deserves some jail time. I don't know. But But Smoke is back, and it was all over the city of Houston, and everybody was taking pictures of it and posting it everywhere. And like, it's one of those things that, like, remember when the moon was out and that we had what was the super moon, the big moon?
I mean, the
we
moon's
had?
out a lot.
Well, I mean, I get that, but like when we had the super moon, and it was like, see the moon? I took a picture of it on my phone. Check it out. And it was like, yeah, guys, I see everybody's fucking picture. Or like when it snows here, and it's like, look, there's snow on my fence. Check it out. Check it out. How crazy is that? Look at the snow on the top of my car. It's just like, it's not there. There's not there that much, and it didn't stick to the ground. But like, it's crazy that there's snow.
Yeah,
and
but
it's like
this
there's
one
a
was-
million pictures, and now we're like, look, there's smoke.
I mean, I did, like I told you before, I did hear stories that apparently you could see it from like Austin and San Marcos. So that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see any pictures and I didn't ask.
On Sunday, like I remember getting in my Uber on my way home from downtown, and I kind of saw it and was just like, "What is that? Is that a fire?" I just remember like, and then, like that was like all I thought of it. I didn't think much of it because I was drunk. And I was just like, I'm getting home so I can pass out.
You know what we
but
need?
I was like, maybe it's from Mexico. I don't know. Is Mexico on fire? What happens? That happens sometimes, right? I don't know.
We need to get Greta Van Fleet down here to do a a charity concert so they can sing Black Smoke Rising.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Or is it too soon?
I mean, if the black smoke.
Did anyone die? Did anyone get hurt?
Did we find a new pope? Was there white smoke? Is there a pope in Deer Park now?
Wait. Does that mean we're looking for a new Pope of Houston? Because I'd like to throw my hat in the ring.
Do we have a pope of Houston?
I'd like to be the first.
You're an ordained minister.
I am. I mean,
basically-
I was raised Catholic, so I am technically in the running for it.
You know what? I feel like we gotta go away from Catholics right now. They've got it's. Let's just say they got a bad. It's
this
a
is when they
little
need
bad
me.
rap that they've.
I
been
feel like
getting
I can
lately.
bring. I
For
feel
a
like I
good
can put us
reason.
back on the right path. I'll reform it.
Okay, I mean, like Pat's the Pope. Pat's
Yeah.
the Pope of Houston now, so that's the thing. I don't know if I have the power to say that, but I'm gonna say
God damn it!
I
I
do.
want a Pope of Houston
But
shirt
we
now.
have to see white smoke coming from Deer Park.
I'll fucking light everything on
Some-
fire in here until we find
Not
some
in
white
here
smoke.
from Deer Park. Because
I'll
Deer
do it on
Park
the
is
patio.
everybody knows this. Deer Park is the Houston Vatican. It's something we've talked about many times on this show.
I really want a Pope of Houston shirt now. Or like,
You should just make that
I'm gonna
your
go-
update your Twitter bio.
I'm gonna go buy some Sharpies and some white T-shirts on my way home, and just make a Pope of Houston.
Just
shirt.
update your Twitter bio. Instead of a podcast scout, you're the Houston
What do you mean instead of? No, it's just
Pope / podcast scout. I'm a Wikipediatrician.
I'm just gonna keep
you
adding things
are a podcast scout / Pope.
I'm the Pope of Houston, baby.
H-Town's Pope.
I just want a Pope hat.
Yeah, that'd be
Pope hats are
tight.
dope.
We'll get you a Pope hat with a PTG logo on it. That'd be pretty sick.
Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, of course. What
That'd
else
be
would
pretty
be on
sick.
there?
But yeah, I would say that the whole city went up in smoke, just like Cheech and Chong. And Smoke and Fire are definitely comeback kids this week, which brings us to our final comeback kid of the week. Like comeback kid parentheses S in parentheses because like it's multiple things. But college basketball brackets and Madness are back. Because it's the NCAA tournament. Technically, it kind of got underway because they have those play-in games. I don't know. I think they call them the first four. The first four in because there's 4 games, and they get to like, I think it's always like the 2 11 seeds, and then 2 16 seeds get in, and like it's kind of pointless. I know that there was a 16 seed that upset Virginia last year, but it's just like you're a 16 seed, you're not going to do anything. Like, why are we watching?
I just hate how you can be in a play-in game to even get in the tournament. Like, oh, you're an 11 seed. Like,
So,
bitch,
like-
you're literally you should be one of the 16
Yeah,
seeds.
they should all be the 16 seeds that are playing to get in.
'Cause
Like
you're
that would
literally
be
the
the
last
most
one to
realistic.
get here.
Yeah, the one like the bullshit team that like won their conference tournament that like won 8 games or whatever it is. It's like really fighting to get in. You should, but like it's kind of pointless to be like, hey, and here you can play a game so you can go lose to Duke in the next round. Huh? You want to do that? That'll be fun. It's like, why did we play this? This is dumb. Prairie View A&M was playing last night. They lost. I was bummed because I'm always rooting Texas right now, except for the Aggies. I don't root for the Aggies. That's just a personal preference. Nothing against you guys. I'm not saying they're the Cowboys, but college basketball's back. I mean, I'm pretty excited because I get to gamble on it, and like this was like how I got into gambling really a few years back. It was like I'm gonna dip my toe in it, kind of experience that. I turned like $250 into $1,000 by the end of the tournament just by kind of being stupid and throwing money at games that I probably shouldn't have thrown money at. And then after that, I really like bundled down and have not been stupid about how I spent my money because I've been playing with house money ever since then. So like the money I have in my account now is money that I started with 2 years ago betting on college basketball. So that's a fun little fact about
I mean,
me.
you've had a good run.
Yeah.
Are you down to like the end of the money?
Oh no, I've doubled that.
I was about to say, I was like,
I've turned it into like because like college basketball is like fun to watch, and I can kind of figure out systems of that, especially when you're watching a lot of the same teams over and over again. You know, because like and if you're watching the tournament religiously, like when it's on, like in March Madness, I'll watch a lot of those games. So like by the time you've seen a team play 2 or 3 times, you kind of have a good idea of what's going down. And I'm not saying that means you're 100% gonna hit, but like. Like really what happened is I turned $250 slowly into like $500 and then just bet it all on the North Carolina National Championship game 2 years ago when I believe I can't remember who they beat, but they won. And I bet it on North Carolina to win and cover, and they did cover. And then I just doubled that. I was like, I'm going to hang on for football season. And ever since then, I've just kind of gone back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. But football season's where I make my money.
I don't
and
care
soccer
about
lately,
college
though.
basketball.
Soccer lately, though, dude. I have been fucking... Because, like, they don't ever have, like, the cheat sheets really on soccer. At least, like, ESPN doesn't. And I have been doing... Not to brag. I've been doing all right on soccer.
All right. You're welcome.
But, yeah, college basketball and March Madness is back. Which brings us to this week's mock draft. Because, you know, March Madness is back. So there's all kinds of madness going around right now. And I feel like we should just talk about things that make us mad, maybe. Like maybe do a mock draft of that kind of stuff. Are you guys down for that?
I'm always
all
down
right.
to make
well,
shit or talk about
like
shit.
So our mock draft this week, and now mock drafts of things that make you mad. That can be make us mad. I guess it can be a person. It can be, you know, we have the veto.
Can I choose you?
You could pick me. You could pick me. But we have the veto rule. You know, if 2 of the 3 of us veto your pick, then that's how it goes. Now, last week's mock draft was of female athletes, and I thought when we looked at the list at the beginning, I said I thought Robert was going to run away with it. Robert did not necessarily run away with it. He won. He had 38% of the vote in first place. I was in second place with 34% of the vote. I actually on Sunday had like a late push. It looked like where I was kind of close on Saturday at a certain point. I was ahead when I checked. Sunday, I don't think I ever got past him. But then you came in third with 28%. Not too far back though. But like that was a pretty even voting though. I would say.
I took a chance. I went for hotties.
Yeah.
Sometimes it blows back on you.
It was a hit or a miss, and I didn't
go for the greats. I just went for women that I really want to have sex with.
So now you have won a mock draft this season. Mm-hmm. Robert has won a mock draft this season, and I'm shut out so far.
All right, so mock draft season over, right?
Mock draft? No, we do it until after the draft. But this week's draft order is going to be Pat first, me second, then Robert. And remember, we are not in Mount Rushmore season, so we do not do a snake draft. We just go Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me, Robert, Pat, me, Robert. That's how it goes. And it's the mock draft of things that make you mad right now. Here we go. Pat, you are on the clock with the first overall pick.
All right, and I feel like this is the basic one. Is bad drivers, that's a little too broad, right?
No, I think bad drivers can go, but that does not mean that that's the only driving one.
See, that's what I was saying. I think that's a little too broad. I probably should have asked you this before we got to the
okay.
I'm gonna go with slow drivers.
Slow drivers.
Oh, it's the most infuriating shit in the world.
Yeah, that is frustrating. I was dealing with that one earlier today, actually.
Everyone does.
You're just like yelling, and you're like, "Hey, man, just fucking go. Just fucking go. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult." That's a good one. I actually had that on my list, so I'm gonna go second. And when your sports team is losing.
Yep.
Should sports be what it is? Sports makes me mad.
Yeah, I had just the word sports on mine, so
is what I'm going to go with. Robert, you are on the clock, buddy.
So does that mean traffic is gone?
Traffic counts. We allow traffic. Being stuck in traffic is something that frustrates you.
Because that is
bad
different
driver,
from just slow driving.
Yeah, slow driver, bad drivers. Like you can have those in traffic, but traffic is something that does make people mad.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, man, I don't want to be here.
Man, we could literally just do an entire one on fucking car shit.
That was a lot of mine were car-related ones as well.
But yeah, traffic, that counts.
It's a good pick, Robert.
All right,
Pat, second round pick, your
fucking
first one.
so infuriating. Slow Wi-Fi.
Fuck.
Oh, and you just need to Google something and you fucking can't.
Slow Wi-Fi. All right. Now, does this count? And I feel like it's kind of the exact same, but when your internet's out, the internet being out. Slow Wi-Fi is like slowed down. Do we veto that?
I think it's close enough.
I think it's the same.
You think it's the same?
Do we have to coin toss it?
No, if you guys think it's the same, then fuck. All right. Let me look at a couple of these. Let me look at a couple more that I got on my list. Because you guys just knocked out all those. Yeah, slow. Because it was slow internet connection / the internet going down was the one that I put. So yeah.
Oh, you even put the slash, then you fucked yourself.
Well, because then I figured it could have been either or, but I was going to leave it open to interpretation either way. Traffic and bad drivers were also on my list, so those are gone. I'm gonna go with spam calls / robocalls. Does that count? Those are spam calls.
Yeah.
All right, so Robert, back to you, buddy.
I'm gonna go with dirty public restrooms.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. When you gotta poop, but there's poop on everything.
Yeah, like people just don't know how to flush.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid pick. Robert. All right, Pat, back to you for your third pick.
Loud children. Fucking just loud children in public being little assholes that they are is fucking terrible. Whether you're in a plane or a restaurant and a kid's fucking screaming, you just piss you off.
That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna go with people that don't put their shopping carts back.
I figured
that really pisses me off,
on your list.
particularly. So I mean, it's one of those where it's like, should it piss me off? I don't know, because it can fuck up some other person's car. So like, that's an asshole move. But people that don't put their carts back, that's fucking shitty. That's not cool. That makes me mad.
All right, I'm gonna go with baseball's unwritten rules.
Oh, I love baseball's unwritten rules.
I hate them so much.
Oh, I fucking love them.
Baseball's unwritten rules.
But the ability to know them weeds out the real fans from the casual. That's why I like it. So. All right, so
back to Pat.
My last one. This one, I feel like it's too strong not to pick. Politics.
Politics, yeah, I can see that, and it's a range of how it can make you mad, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
something a politician could say, somebody's arguing about, yeah.
Somebody on the other side says fucking anything. It just, not necessarily, it's too strong to pass up in the 4th round.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Then I've got another one that's kind of driving related, and it's people that can't park.
Yep, that was
people that can't. You know, like maybe you're too close to the edge, and like I gotta like crawl out the other side, like the passenger side door, because you felt like you were gonna park right on the line, or like you feel like for some reason you should have 2 spots, or you're like the diagonal park guy. I don't know, but people that can't park, that pisses me off and makes me mad. So, Robert, with the final pick, Mr. Irrelevant of this draft, who you got?
I think for the sake of like shortening it, I'm gonna say smoke detector batteries. But basically, it's like not knowing which smoke detector's battery is changing.
Yeah, and the fucking beep is just going off over. Oh yeah, that's one of the fucking worst.
Smoke detector batteries,
or beeping, I guess.
Or just put smoke detector. I guess the battery.
Beeping
whatever.
Smoke detectors.
If anybody's voting on this, they've probably listened, so they know what we're talking about. However you want to write it down.
All right, so our mock drafts of things that make us mad. Pat's got slow drivers, slow Wi-Fi, loud children, and politics. That's a pretty strong list, not gonna lie. I have sports, spam calls, people that don't put their shopping carts back, and people that can't park. Robert has traffic, dirty public restrooms, baseball's unwritten rules, and beeping smoke detectors.
See, I think Robert pulled a Pat on that one. I think the baseball one is going to cost him some votes.
I don't know, man.
Honorable mentions, slow walkers.
Slow walkers is a good one. What did I have? Liars. Being lied to is another one.
People who talk on speakerphone in public.
I had that one.
That was
and
almost
then also
my 4th.
listening to music in public without like headphones. That was an annoying one.
Yeah, the only
mad cow disease. That was one of
mine.
See,
I had some like sexism, racism, world hunger, poverty, mad. Those things all make me mad when I think about them. You know, like why? Why do we have those in this world? You know. Also, Nancy Grace had her on that one. Running late was a good one. Slow service at restaurants. I got a little story about that one here coming up in a little bit. Uber drivers that don't have toll tags. Have you ever been in an Uber?
I don't take them for the distances, so.
But if you ever taken one for a distance and they're like, oh, hey, I don't have a toll tag, then what the fuck are you doing driving Uber, man?
Oh, so you're costing me money.
Well, you have to pay their tolls for it. You pay the tolls, like you get charged through Uber if they have to take tolls.
Really?
Yeah, so there's no reason not to fucking have a toll tag if you're an Uber driver. But then like it adds so much time to a ride if I'm planning on you going on the tollway and you don't. So that's another one. Airport delays / public transportation delays. People that get offended at everything. PC culture. That was one.
The weather.
But you know what's never something that makes you mad?
What?
Little M air fresheners. They're the best goddamn air fresheners out there in the game. You don't want to be one of those punk asses driving around with those trees on your rear view mirror. You want to be one of the cool kids that's got a Little M air freshener from littlemshop.com, littleemshop.com. If you got a smelly car that's got you down, those air fresheners not only smell good, they look good too. They're made from paper, scented with essential oils, and those air fresheners are going to freshen up any small space or any big space you got at all. They offer a variety of unique scents and designs, like my favorite one right here we got behind us, the Rad one. I also like the Out of This World one. It kind of looks like you're in space. The Smell You Later, Fresh to Death. All those are cool as shit. You want to go to littlemshop.com to get them. They got all these great scents, not flavors, even though you might want to call them flavors, but like they smell so good you want to taste them a little bit. But don't do it. Don't. I tried it. It's like that's the one thing I would recommend. I would say is not good about Little M is the taste, but like they're not food, so they shouldn't taste good. They shouldn't taste good. Fresh to Death is probably my favorite scent. That's pretty dope. You also can get Miami Beach, Little Ice, Pina Colada, Spring Fling, and Citrus Klein. All of them are winners. Get you some. littlemshop.com. They're $2. It's $2.50. Like what you got? Like you got $2.50 probably in your wallet right now. Yeah, I got at least $5 in my wallet. That's 2 Little M air fresheners I could get right there. So everybody's got that. And like, when was the last time you spent $2.50 on something and you're like, damn it, why did I do that? Never. Because it's $2.50. We've all got it. It's super easy. And who wants a shitty smelling car? Nobody does. So go with Little M air fresheners. littlemshop.com. littlemshop.com. The best goddamn air fresheners in the game. 11 up past the gravy, sent you. All right, let's get into Not Cool, guys, where you just talk about things that have happened in the last week or so that they can be big things that you're like, dude, what the fuck? That's not cool. And they can also be something like, I stubbed my toe. That's not cool. It's just a little way for us to kind of vent and bitch, and like I feel like I think a lot of you guys like hearing us bitch, so that's just a way we kind of are able to shoehorn that into the podcast every single week. And I guess people are trying to like always find the positivity and stuff. Not us. We try and find something that's not cool every week. Yeah. So that's what this is. And without further ado, this is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, I got one that I'm adding on because I was going to mention it in the things that make you mad, but like I feel like all of this could go under that. But this is one that I did yesterday, and then I actually tweeted about it. But at the grocery store, when you just block fucking aisles, like people that are just like oblivious to like other people around them entirely. Like when you're in a public place, like a grocery store, and you want to be looking at the tomato sauces because you're making some spaghetti. That doesn't mean you can just set your cart over and just like never go back to it, or just like block the entire aisle with it because you're looking at it. There's other people that have carts. You can't fucking do that. And then like you have the people that just like sideways leave their cart where it's almost blocking the whole aisle, and then they go and just wander off. And now my new thing I've started doing, which may be not cool to some people, but it is like, this is just my way to kind of like justify them doing that and like inconveniencing me, is I've just started taking things out of their cart. Like some people, when I tweeted this, were like, why don't you just throw stuff in their cart so they have to pay more? And I was like, well, because sometimes you'll get in the line and you're like, I didn't throw 3 things of bagels in my shopping cart. Like, I don't want that. And then it's some kid's job, some HEB employee's job, or some grocery store employee's job to go put it back. So you just added something to their day that they didn't already have. So that's like why I don't do that. But there's nothing worse than when like you're like, I thought I had milk. I know I put milk in the cart. And you get home and you're like, damn it. Like, that's just one more inconvenience. And then you got to go back to the grocery store again at some point, which is like, I just kind of want to be like, fuck you. Like, you minorly inconvenienced me. And instead of just saying, fuck you, I'm going to take something out of your cart and just, either put it in my cart or just set it on the shelf and walk away. And there was a lady that was doing this yesterday, and I took the bread out of her cart and I just walked away. I just walked away with it, and I hope she was planning on making sandwiches when she got home because she didn't have bread in her cart. So fuck that bitch.
You're such an adult.
It's just like I was inconvenienced, so I feel like I should get to inconvenience you back.
Of course.
It's like an eye for an eye. That's the society we should live in.
No, I that's not even on the same level though.
Is it?
It's not on the same
I
level.
was inconvenienced.
Okay, you can say someone was inconvenienced and then I inconvenienced them, but that doesn't mean they were the same thing. The thing that you did was worse than what they did.
I don't think so because
she was not aware of her surroundings. She was so oblivious to other people around her that she literally didn't see me take a loaf of bread out of her fucking cart and put it on another shelf.
How does that equal you being inconvenienced like someone is in your way?
Because I was trying to get by and I couldn't get by. So
it doesn't convenience you any other way. Like when that person goes home, they don't have the things that they were gonna make. You know, like that's something
really sucks. Maybe don't block people.
Right.
Well,
worse.
I would assume. I mean, think about when you're shopping. As you're shopping, you keep looking down at like what you have in your cart. The next thing you put down in, you're gonna notice you don't have the fucking bread.
But then you're still gonna have to go back again, which is already
but also
another
it's just-
inconvenience.
This is why normally I would say what Alex is doing is fucking childish. But you know what? It's punishing people for not just being fucking aware and like having like just being so goddamn self-centered. You're like, I don't give a fuck about anybody else. You know, I'm just gonna stand here in the fucking with my cart diagonal in the middle of the goddamn grocery aisle so nobody can get fucking by
now
me.
this lady-
Fuck you. Just be considerate of other fucking people. I fucking despise everyone
You
in
want
the
to be
world.
considerate of other people by taking things out of their carts and like.
I'm just saying it teach. I'm not going to do it. Alex is doing it, but because I'll just go, excuse me, and get by him. But I actually am a fan of
What's
what
so
Alex
hard
is
about
doing.
that? What is so hard about that? Just
What-
saying.
What's
hey,
so
move.
hard to be able
Okay,
to,
hear me
what's so
out,
hard
hear me
about
out.
showing a little consideration to other fucking people to where you just get close to the fucking side where you are and don't block the whole thing.
And this
Quit being a fucking asshole.
In this specific instance, there was a person that was stocking the cheeses in the left side of the aisle that I was walking on, and then there was like bread and bagels and taco shells and stuff on the right side. This lady had like her cart was diagonal, so I couldn't push my cart through. I couldn't go through really without having I had to reroute myself and go through another aisle to get to where I was going because like the other guy was like stocking shit. So like obviously he deserves to be there. He's fucking working there stocking shit. So he gets that. He gets the right of way there. She had her fucking thing diagonal and was like at the end of the fucking aisle. Like you got to take your fucking cart with you. If you can't reach back and grab your cart at any point when you're shopping, you don't fucking need to have that cart that far away from you.
Yep.
You should have your cart taken away from you. And I wish that like stores would just take your cart away from you and then be like, you got to start over. Fuck you. Like you should have to. There should be like a play clock. There should be a fucking play clock on your cart where you got to go touch it every 40 seconds or some shit like that. It should be within touching distance. It's like, what is it in basketball before travel? 2 steps. You get a step and a half. You get a step and a half from your cart, and if you can't fucking get back to your cart in a step and a half, I get to fucking take whatever I want out of it.
I'm gonna do. I think.
But I just took her shit. She had no idea. And I just put it back. Just put it back with the other bread. And I bet you she fucking just walked up because she was that oblivious. Pay attention.
Next time, if they've got a kid, you should just like take the kid.
No, that's kidnapping. That's kidnapping. I'll say I don't do it to old people. I would not do it to old people.
Yeah, old people get a pass. They've seen some shit.
Right.
They fought wars.
And like old people are just not as like it's like she was an able-bodied person, probably in her like 40s or whatever. And it's like she should have fucking been paying attention.
Just being an oblivious cunt.
Yeah.
I
She
think
didn't give a fuck.
I have a compromise for you two though, Alex and Robert. How about Robert? He doesn't take things out of people's carts anymore. But what you do is you just run your cart right, like because they're usually diagonal. You just like run it into the side of theirs.
Try and flip it.
And go, excuse me, and then just stare at them and wait for them to move their fucking cart. Like, oh, I wasn't paying attention either, so I ran my cart into your cart. Just act like you're not looking and run into theirs and go, oh, excuse me, then wait for them to move their fucking cart.
I should
so they know
take their
they're an
cart
asshole.
and just try and move it. Like just relocate their cart, but with everything in
Dude,
it.
I'm more on board with that. Start walking away with their cart too. Just
And
like
then I
grab it
found
behind
it
you
was by the vegetables.
and just like move it right around. Like if you can get out of the aisle and put it on the end, or if they go, excuse me, what are you doing? Be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was moving this out of my way for you.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
So you got 2 choices, Robert. Either he starts running into people's carts, or he takes the entire cart.
Take the entire cart.
There you go. That's it.
I didn't see anyone near this cart. I thought someone just left it here.
Oh no!
These are actually the exact things I was coming
just
for.
Act like you work there, because then you can be like, oh, I'm just restocking, and I thought this was mine.
Until somebody's like, no, you don't work here. What are you doing?
Because then they can yell at management. What are they going to do? Stop fucking shopping there?
Yep.
All right, I got a couple. One is just when someone doesn't show up to work and won't answer their fucking phone call. Fuck you. Like, we had a dude, a host, our normal Monday night host. She was out of town for whatever reason, so we had gotten another guy to pick up, and he goes, yeah, I can work, no problem. Night rolls around, doesn't show up at the normal time. I'm like, well, maybe he thought he was the second show up time. Doesn't show up, not answering his phone, not answering his texts, not answering. Like, I even had some of the servers that were there that night text him just random bullshit, like, to see if he would fucking answer. No, absolutely nothing. So, like, it's already...
He's actively avoiding you at that
point.
point.
No, 100%. And, it's Monday. It's the day after St. Patty's Day. He said he could pick up the shift, and then he got too drunk and just fucking... He almost got fired today because of it. Like, our fucking owner blew up on him because he's an asshole.
Rightfully so.
No, the owner's not the asshole. I'm saying this kid's a fucking
right.
asshole. Then we come to find out later, too, that, he was actively trying to find someone to pick up this shift that he was picking up, but refused to answer the phone calls for many of the 3 managers or text messages and all this shit. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. We probably should have just fired him right away. So, that's not cool. People just being fucking douchebags like that.
That always sucks, like, when you're in a spot like that where, you're, like, it's all about, like, all right, dude, like, as long as we can cover each other's shifts, man, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And, like, you cover other people's shifts.
Don't
and
pick
then, like,
up the shift if you have no intention of showing the fuck up.
But then it's, like, it's the worst when, like, you're in charge of, like, doing that shit, and you always get the one guy, it's like, you'll cover for them, but then, like, anytime you ever need them, like, oh, man, dude, I just can't, like... Like, fuck you, man. I pick up whenever you need me to help you out. And, like, you can't ever fucking help me out. Like, oh, I can't help you on like this. It's like, just one time. Just fucking one time.
Yeah.
There's always guys like that.
The other one's the worst, and it happened to me last night when, like, you fall asleep and, you're in that deep sleep. And then you wake up because you got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom and can't fucking fall back asleep. And, like as you're walking to the bathroom, you're like, fuck, that was such a good sleep I was in. And then you lay back down and it's another 25 minutes before you fall asleep.
Pissing and you just have your eyes closed and like you keep the lights off in the bathroom when you go there just to try and like keep.
I didn't do that.
Oh well.
Well, also it was you don't want to piss with the lights off. That's dangerous. But also I had to wake up to take a shit.
Oh well.
So yeah.
I very rarely have the middle of the night shits.
You're not
a rare
fat.
thing. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things too. Like I got home, I ate, I like sat there for a couple minutes, and I went to bed and I passed out pretty fucking quickly.
Okay.
So then I had this is. What, 11:30 at night, I woke up at like 12:15. Like, I got home at like 11. So, like, it was one of those things, like, you're eating that fucking late. It's going to happen.
Right. Right.
You just hope you can get it out before you fall asleep. Didn't work. But then that's just, it sucks. You're just so fucking tired and you want to go to sleep. Actually, I think at this point it was like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. You just want to go to sleep. I had to wake up earlier today, too. You're just like, God damn, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's not cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Not at all.
Robert, what about you, buddy? Roberto.
Not being able to get my Girl Scout cookies. They're not out. Where are they?
Robert is just
man,
not happy with the Girl Scouts.
This is why you gotta love Robert, because we've been on a sour note for about 20 minutes in this fucking podcast. Robert just brings it right back.
I just, like I said, I need my peanut butter patties.
I'm telling you, dude, if you go on their website, there's probably somebody you can contact.
Yeah, there probably is, but
yeah, but I don't want to fucking contact them. I want them to fucking be out in the wild like they always fucking are.
When were the good old days when, like, every Walgreens, every fucking supermarket you went to, there was Girl Scout cookies?
I agree, man. Like, you don't need to go searching for Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts used to just be there. Just everywhere.
Yeah. They were like covert operatives that weren't fucking covert.
And then they get cocky. They made all that money. And now they don't have to stand out in front of the store anymore, huh?
Yeah, now they're making us search them out. This is their fucking master plan.
Fuck off.
Dude.
I'm on to you guys. All right. Blue Apron, guys. They are the tits. And they are a official sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast. It's the leading meal kit delivery service in the United States. And while many people know what they do, there's a lot that don't know about all the great types of meals that you're going to get when you use Blue Apron. You're not just going to be having burgers for dinner. You're going to be making short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce on a pretzel bun. You're going to be preparing seared steaks with mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots, all in under 45 minutes and without having to make a trip to the pesky grocery store. They offer 3 different meal plans, a 2-person plan, a family plan, and a wine plan. You can pick which one you want and get involved with Blue Apron today. Here are some of the items you're going to get from Blue Apron if you've ordered this week at blueapron.com/PTG. You're going to get Nashville-style hot chicken, smoky ancho baked chicken, Calabrian shrimp and orzo, Middle Eastern-style pasta, goat cheese and mushroom quesadillas, vegetable and frike fried rice is what it says. Frike. And kombu and peanuts as well with that one.
Ooh.
Chicken and curry mustard and Martin's barbecue-style pork burgers. They look fucking dope. It comes with pimento cheese and coleslaw. Pimento cheese not on a sandwich? That sounds crazy. It all sounds delicious, and you can all get it with blueapron.com/PTG, where we're going to give you your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. Get your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. It's Blue Apron, gang. A better way to cook. All right, let's get to the answers segment now, guys. We may or may not be having some bonus episodes coming up in the future. So if you wanted to send us, flood that hashtag PTG answers at PassGrayPod with your answers questions, and we'll stockpile some more and, maybe knock out a couple extra bonus episodes to release to you guys periodically over the next couple of months. Answers at PassGrayPod.com if you want to email them to us, although Twitter is where we see them first. Hashtag PTG Answers at PassGrayPod. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03, and Pat is at Not Pat Dion. That's, I guess, like I just said, hashtag PTG Answers, and without further ado, Robert, come on over here. It's answers time.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
All right, our podcast son, Scott. Oh, fuck, you're right. Yep, you're right. I didn't play it. Any questions? I couldn't find it.
Any questions?
There we go. It took me a little bit.
Man, I was shocked.
I know. I completely just blanked on that. I was so excited for Skylar's question, though. that was what it was. But Skylar Lester at. Oh my God, Skylar! There we go. At OMG, it's Skylar. He says, "What would anti-vaxxers do if a vaccine was created that prevented autism?" Because they don't like to get vaccinated. But if you were like
because it causes autism.
But if this vaccine prevents autism, then would you be like, well, it's going to cause it? Because I think they still would not get
their kid
vaccinated.
Cause double secret probation autism.
Because a lot of people's argument for not getting the flu shot is well, it's just going to inject the flu into me. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Yes.
So
it does.
That's 100%.
And that's how you might get a little sick for a day or two.
I don't know if you know what a vaccine is. That's how your body
builds the fucking.
That's kind of how they make those.
Also, vaccines don't cause autism, guys. Vaccines aren't to delineate. Fuck, I can't.
Way to use big words and you tried to use big words.
Delineating. They're not delineating.
What is this? The SATs? We already went over this. We're not good at that stuff.
It doesn't fucking do it. Vaccinate your fucking kids.
Would anti-vaxxers be against a vaccine that prevented autism?
They wouldn't trust it
because
they think they're against big pharma.
Right.
They're just making more money. Yeah, I mean, that's their job.
Dude, everybody knows, man, you just boil maple syrup and inject it into your kid's veins, and that's basically the same thing, but it's all natural.
Dude, you just ball up hot wax and put it in your ass and light it on fire, and it fucking gets it away.
Yeah, dude, it's the hot ass wax, man.
And you drink your own piss. That cures everything.
Yeah, that's what I always did. Drink my own piss.
Yeah, no, there's no fucking way they'd take it because they wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, I think that they would pass on it.
They
would call bullshit on it so fast.
You could literally inject a kid with autism, and they could watch the autism leave his body in real fucking time, and they'd be, they never had autism. He's a farmer's chill, bro.
Pat really hates the anti-vaxxers thing. I'm not saying I don't think it's stupid, but that's one of that's Pat's shopping cart.
Fuck, how did I not put anti-vaxxers on my mad list?
Yeah, I figured that would have been up there. But that's Pat's equivalent of his not putting the shopping cart up.
Oh yeah.
All right, our next question comes from Joshua Caudle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. If corn oil is made from corn and vegetable oil is made from vegetables, what's baby oil made of?
Placenta.
Very good answer.
I was gonna say I can tell you what it's used for.
Stem cells. It's made from stem cells, right? Because that comes from babies, doesn't it? It comes from embryos, which were gonna be babies, right? You can get stem cells from a baby, though, right? Like, you can get
Yeah.
stem cells from a newborn.
Probably.
From like an umbilical cord? Look at us. I told you guys, we're not scientists, so don't take
I
what
know
we're
you get 'em
saying
from
as
fetuses,
fact.
but-
But here's my thing. If corn oil is made of corn and vegetable oil is made from vegetables, corn is a vegetable. Is corn oil a vegetable? Is corn oil vegetable oil? If you were like using something and it was like, hey,
I
you
think
need
that's just
vegetable oil, but
specific,
you
though.
only had corn oil, like corn is a vegetable. That's
But
technically vegetable oil.
It technically it is, but it's specific. Vegetable oil is when you just throw a bunch of veggies in there. It's basically salad
Like,
oil.
It's
is
just a
what vegetable oil
smorgasbord.
is.
It's like, well, I got some green beans and a carrot. How do you make the oil? You can't grind it up. If you grind it up, it's a smoothie.
I mean, but if you squish things enough, all that's gonna seep out of there.
But wouldn't it just be juice? It'd be like making it a juice at that point, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. We're not good at this stuff.
I don't know.
But I just
You
I
know
just put that
I
together.
think-
Vegetable, like corn's a vegetable, so that is vegetable oil.
It is.
But baby oil is definitely made with placenta.
Yeah, 100%.
Like baby oil, 100% is made with placenta.
Yeah.
So that's a fact right there.
Yeah.
You can take that one to the bank.
Yeah. So keep whacking off with placenta oil, you freaks.
Do people whack off with baby oil?
I mean, it's
Doesn't baby
It's
oil get
oil.
like after a while? Doesn't it like? I feel like you wouldn't get as much. After a while, it'd be tougher.
I don't know.
It's not like a lotion where lotion is just like it's constantly like smooth.
But it's oil. It's slick.
But I feel like it like soaks
if
into
you're
your skin,
if
right?
You're jacking off for 3 fucking hours. Yeah, it might cause a problem.
Look, I
but-
jack off for 3 hours. I'm a marathoner, man.
See, this is why I use vegetable oil.
I specifically use carrot oil.
I use peanut oil because I like to imagine I'm at the baseball game.
And I want somebody with peanut allergies to be jealous of me.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to find one girl that I really dislike with a peanut allergy.
No, don't do
and
that.
convince her to blow me.
Oh no. No, she throws those up. She's like, she died from my dick.
My dick is pestilence!
Also, that's murder, Pat. So
Try proving that.
I feel like
By the
we
way,
could.
you're all my lawyers. You
I
can't
feel-
disclose
yep,
this.
we obviously have disclosed this already.
They can't subpoena this because
Attorney-client
everyone's my
privilege.
lawyers. Yeah.
Attorney-client privilege. Remember, nothing that we say can be held against us because you guys are our attorneys. So just remember that next time you guys try and press charges against us.
Yeah.
Steve, I already told you, no more. Steve tried to press charges on us about one time. We got thrown out because you're a lawyer. You can't break that attorney-client privilege. And they were like, well, Trump. And I was like, fuck you. Don't bring his name in here.
Yeah.
Don't bring his name into this. It's Hump. It's Hump. It's Donald J. Hump.
Yep.
He's who we talk about. But yeah, corn oil, first off, is vegetable oil. So those are basically the same thing. But baby oil is made from placenta, and we've already discussed that. So there we go. Good question, Josh. I really like that one. And thanks again for coming out to the racetrack. Danielle Weston says, or at Danny Weston on the Twitter, Danny_Weston, excuse me, on the Twitter. Danielle says, are breasts measured in cups because they have milk in them?
Of course.
Yeah. I feel like they should. What if like breasts were measured in bags, like bag size? You know, like an airplane. Like you like.
They can be called airbags.
They couldn't be.
No, they could.
They
they have
be.
been.
Yeah, I guess they are called.
I've
airbags.
called them airbags.
Fun bags.
Fun bags. I had a friend in high school with big tits, and I called her milkmaid. So, that backs up the question.
So, yeah, I would say it was probably because of cup size.
Yeah.
Right. That's why. Really.
How else would it come from?
Well, because like a bra is basically like just 2 cups.
Or 2 ladles.
I mean, obviously it's 2 ladles. Like I that was a given, and it already has like the straps are technically handles on it, but like you throw a handle on a bra, it's 100% a very efficient.
Yeah.
ladle.
I mean, it's already a pretty efficient double ladle. I mean, like you said, you just
It
scoop
is.
it with
It's you get more bang for your buck, and it's kind of like you're playing with boobs.
It's true.
Because you're using a bra,
Boobs are always awesome.
right? Big fan of boobs. Are you a boobs guy or?
I will
or an
say
ass
this.
guy?
You know, I'm gonna take a line in the sand right now. We are a pro boobs podcast.
That's the wrong answer. We're a respect podcast, Pat.
Well, I'm pro boobs.
I am.
I respect boobs. I'm pro boobs.
No, because you asked.
'Cause
Like,
I'm pro women.
Are you an ass man or a boobs man? And like you answer that, you're like, nope, wrong answer. You're a respect man. And then people are like, oh.
No, see, I've always said I'm a whatever's into me man. If
Yeah,
she, if
I'm
she
kinda the
shows
same
interest,
way.
that's what I'm
I'm
interested
you like
in.
me, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I'm an Emma man. That's what I am.
You saw this and you took a liking to it. All right,
I'm not gonna complain.
I'll give it a go.
Thank you.
You hear the things my mouth is saying?
Breasts are definitely measured in cups because they have milk in them.
Yep.
I like that. It'd be funny if like other stuff was measured in cup size that wasn't just like, like for cooking and stuff. Like, what's the cup size of these Peeps? Hey, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other shit. But what's the cup size of this shoe?
See, that's
It's a jumbo cup. Ooh, is anything you can put water into a cup?
What cup size are your jeans?
Everything you can put water into is a cup, right?
I mean, I guess.
We can't get down that wormhole. We got to move. We got to move on. We'll come back. We'll revisit this next week. Anything you can put water into is a cup. Fact. All right. Christopher Williams emailed. We got some emails. All right. I hadn't checked the emails in a while. So Christopher Williams writes in, and I don't know if he's written in before, but if you have, I apologize for not remembering it. If you haven't,
welcome
then
back,
welcome
buddy.
to the pod,
And if
dude.
not,
Appreciate
then
it.
Good to meet you.
Christopher Williams asks us a very good question. He says, what can we do to help snow-capped mountains learn that frosted tips went out of style a long time ago?
I mean, we're trying. Like, I'm trying to get
Did they?
Personally, I try and get as many greenhouse gases into the air as I can.
That's
I don't
true.
use hairspray, but I constantly spray shit into the air.
I only use hairspray.
Yeah.
Like when I don't even need to put hairspray in. I constantly am just walking around spraying it.
Like, I'm for taking off all restrictions on companies on pollution because I trust that they'll do the right thing and pollute as much as possible
For
to get rid of the
convenience,
frosted tips.
For convenience, I actually don't ever turn my car off. I just leave it running with the window down so I can hop right into like NASCAR style.
That's dope.
It's super.
Yeah, a little net.
Yeah.
Oh, caught it.
And you still spilled a little bit, but hey,
A
it's
little
cool.
bit.
You didn't get it on the
Hey, but you
computer.
know what?
Yeah.
That's why we have socks.
Yep, there you go. You got socks to clean shit up. But I would say like we do need to tell these snow-capped mountains that frosted tips went out of style a long time ago because like it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Although Guy Fieri.
Got it.
Why don't they like Guy Fieri and Fetty Wap combine them? Fieri Wap.
Guy Fieri Wop.
Guy Fieri Wap. That's got to be a thing, and we'll find a way to like make music like that.
Chef Boy Fieri Wop.
Yep, that's it. But still, I think we definitely need to find a way. But like maybe like PSAs, I don't know, signs. I would guess that to like get the snow-capped mountains to see them the best. Perhaps we could hire some of those like flyover planes that like have like the font, like the words behind them. It's like, hey. You know,
look stupid.
Frosted tips are out of style, bro. Get a dye job.
No, I think we just keep polluting.
Yeah.
That's really the best way.
Yeah, I think so. Just keep polluting, guys. That's how we got to do it. But that is a good question, though, and I feel like the snow-capped mountains, they maybe are a little behind the times. Like, hey, guys. Like, I guess, like, they've been around since, like, BC, you know? Like, get with the fucking times, dude. Like, that shit's out of style. Also, you're going a little gray.
Well, I don't know if there's any way to bully them, so I think pollute.
I'm not going to bully the
pollution is
mountain, I'll
best
tell you
way.
that much, because all I know is the guy tried to climb Everest. Those guys get frozen sometimes, and the mountain wins.
Yeah.
A lot of times the mountain wins,
Well, that's why you bully from afar, like cyberbullying.
like a helicopter.
Yeah, but I don't think you can cyberbully a mountain. So, pollution.
You don't know that. I'm sure there's a mountain with a Twitter handle.
Well, I'm sure a lot of them have Twitter
All
handles.
right, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to find a mountain on Twitter, and we're going to be bullies. We are going to fucking be assholes to a mountain. That's what we're going to do. Find us a mountain to hate.
Yeah, I'm going to look up and see if Mount Everest has a Twitter.
See if Mount Everest is like, you're not that tough, bitch. Literally reply like, at Mount Everest National.
There's the Mount Everest Foundation.
No, it seems like that's like charitable people.
Mount St. Helens.
Mount Rainier.
Mount St. Helens, Nevada.
Is it like a city?
Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument includes spectacular, but it does say Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, talk shit to it.
All right, I'm going to tweet. I'm going to go fuck yourself.
Be like Helens, Mount St. Helens, more like Mount St. Helena. Do that one. Do that. That's good. That's gold. That's good.
Yep.
Say it.
Just whatever
Say
the
it.
first one.
More Mount St. Helena. And then I'm gonna do the old like I'll put the gif of the guys like, oh snap, and they all put their hands on their head like, oh what, and then they'll feel like super burned, and then we can all just go make fun of some mountains. Ooh, are the Alps, like there's a Twitter for the Alps, I'm sure. I don't know, but we're gonna go on some serious mountain hating, and we're gonna let them know that frosted tips are out. That's what we're going to do after the podcast is over. And if you guys want to join in Cyberbully Mountains with us, that's going to be our thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be our new thing. Okay, our final question of the week comes from Andrew Alderman, who hasn't written in a while. So welcome back to the pod, or the answer segment at least, Andrew. Andrew says, why do all bananas look the same, but strawberries look so different?
Do strawberries look different?
I don't think bananas all look the same either. Like, there's green bananas, there's brown bananas, there's the little baby bananas, there's the bigger bananas.
Is that a fully ripe banana is always going to have that same little bend and same shape. And I guess strawberries are different sizes. But I mean, you got
bananas.
You got plantains.
Bananas are lots of. Like, have you ever bought is it a bundle of bananas? Was that what it's called? Like when you get
a bunch.
Like when you get the thing of bananas that are all connected. Like,
I think
they're not all the same exact size.
They're not.
Some of them have marks on them. Some of them don't have marks on them. So I would say that bananas don't look the same.
I think you're just racist towards bananas.
I do feel like
they
maybe
all look
you
the
are.
same.
Yeah. Like, why are you just lumping them all in the same category? Says a lot, Andrew. I'm just kidding. It doesn't really say a lot. But I don't know. I don't think bananas all look the same.
Why don't you just try getting to know bananas on a 1-by-1 basis?
Yeah, just maybe.
And don't judge them all as a group, huh?
Yeah. Try a plantain. I actually
had some plantains.
What is that what the baby ones are?
Yeah.
The green ones?
Well,
the green ones plantains?
No, that's an unripe plantain. They turn yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, there's like 7 different colors.
Yeah, but
there's like
all
3 different
bananas
colors,
turn yellow once they're really ripe. Green is just unripe.
Or moldy.
Yeah. Did you know that green jalapenos, they're just not fully ripe, and they actually are red when they're fully ripe?
What?
Yeah. We only use red jalapenos in the restaurant.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Robert, you look like you were about to say something.
Don't talk about Girl Scout cookies.
The more brown the banana is, the more ripe it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it continues to ripen, but nobody likes to eat a brown banana. Damn, that sounded bad.
Yeah. A little racist much?
Shit.
Racist much?
We also make our bananas. Since there's a virus that goes around that kills all the other bananas. Now the banana that we have now is also in danger of going extinct.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas are gonna go?
Well, no, you know how when you would get what were those little candies that you could get from all the twist things?
Those candies suck.
Dude, they were so awesome, but you know how that banana tastes completely different from any banana you would eat now? It's because the flavor that they got from that, it was like a South American banana or something that has since gone extinct.
I was about to say, also, most bananas are usually not candy.
Yeah, well, that too.
So that might be a little different.
But that's why we're banana snow cones. Those don't taste like bananas. It's because the flavor profile that they used for it is from an extinct banana.
I went to a restaurant before we went to see Avett Brothers last week, and they had plantains as an appetizer, and it was the shit. I love me some chopped up cooked plantains and stuff. And
that's Cuban fucking.
Yeah, it was a tapas place.
Plantanos?
So Spanish.
Plantanos.
The plantains. But it was tight. I like me some plantains because the only other time I've ever really had those at a restaurant is when you go to Fogo de Chão. It's Fogo de Chão, but it's officially pronounced Fogo de Chão. I had to do an endorsement campaign for them for the radio, and that's when I learned that.
Okay,
but
it's Fogo de Chão.
I call it Fogo de Chão, but when I'm speaking for them, it's Fogo de Chão. Just know the official name is that.
Which, by the way, when you do the ad, do you have to say this is what Fogo de Chão is actually called? Because if you had not said that, I would have thought Fogo de Chão.
Well, on my reads, on my ads, I would be like, well, a lot of you guys call it Fogo de Chão. Actually, it's called Fogo de Chão.
Okay,
not Fogo de Chão.
Because if you don't say that, nobody's gonna fucking know.
Right. Well, I mean, when I say Brazilian steakhouse, people are like, oh, that's what he's talking about. And then I sound like I'm the fancy guy that's using better language at that point, even though I had to learn that language because of Fogo de Chão. But they have plantains, but you don't ever want to eat the shit beforehand because it's I came here for the meat, guys.
Yeah.
Came here to eat meat. And I'm not going to fill up on salads or other shit like that. So, yeah. But bananas, I don't think look the same. And strawberries, they do look different. But I would say strawberries look similar. I don't know. Strawberries tend to look more similar than bananas, I feel like.
I mean, other than just maybe them being different sizes.
Yeah.
I've never.
I feel like bananas are different sizes anyway.
I've never in my head gone, man, that strawberry looks very different from the one next to it.
Different looking strawberry.
I got a pack of strawberries, I think, 2 days ago. And in the pack, there's maybe 6 because of how big the strawberries are.
That's always the dopest. You get those giant strawberries.
Yeah, unless you're trying to eat more than 6 strawberries.
As a kid, did you ever take strawberries and just roll them in a little bit of sugar?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking best.
Of course you did.
Looking back, you're like, man, that was just.
All right, another question.
Why were my parents letting me do this?
Another strawberry question. Do you guys eat the green part of the strawberry?
No.
No.
You never just pop the green part? Like, I just would eat the whole strawberry.
I feel like that explains a lot, like, about how you are as a person.
Well, a lot of times though, like you either like have to leave them leave them on like a coffee table or shit if you're in your house.
Yeah, you just throw them away.
Yeah, but like if I'm eating a bunch of them at once, I don't want to like have
Put
to
them on
keep
a fucking plate.
I don't know. I'm lazy, and I just like done. It's over with.
I mean, you're getting your green, so like I guess it's not bad for you. It's just
a vegetable. Is that the vegetable part of it? It's a fruit, but it's like a vegetable.
It's super weird.
Okay, well, I mean, just if anybody else eats
like
the green
if we
part
put
of
out a Twitter
I don't do
poll,
it still. I don't still do it. But like when I was a kid, I would eat the whole strawberry, just like nothing.
If we put out a Twitter poll, I guarantee you, it's gonna be at least 89% of the population would have never thought of doing that.
Well, I mean, maybe you try it out and see if you like it next time. I don't know. It's healthy for you.
It's true.
It is.
It's green,
yeah.
so it's healthy.
So you're getting your fruits and veggies all in one serving.
That's true.
And that's the way the world goes. All right. Yeah, bananas don't look the same is what my answer is going to be to that.
Yeah, they don't.
So good question, Andrew, I guess.
I think you just wrote it backwards, buddy.
Yeah, he might have written it backwards. It's all good. It happens, though. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat D. And Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod. Go like us on Facebook. We have some dank-ass memes. Recommend us to a friend. Shout out to Josh Tree for recommending us to his buddy who was out at the racetrack. That's awesome, man. I really appreciate that. Liz Marshall, thank you again for buying the gear and for recommending us. She had posted us on her Instagram story. And then people were commenting on it. And she was like, well, if you want to be cool like me, go listen to Pass the Gravy Podcast. That's what we need. Stephanie, we love you. I saw her at St. Patty's Day. Stephanie E. Bow Bow. It's I Bow. I know. Stephanie I Bow. I know. But I was just like, like we intentionally are just trying to butcher it at this point, right?
I'm not doing it intentionally. I really still don't know.
I Bow.
Okay.
Stephanie I Bow. I Bows.
It's still, I'm still
Bow
going to say
Wows
Day Bow Bow.
and Meow Meows. I Bow Pet Sitter, I believe, is what she has changed it to. I don't know. But Stephanie I Bow. It was cool seeing you on Sunday at St. Patrick's Day. And Glamour Perry, she's new to the podcast. Appreciate you for checking us out. She's a fellow Bearcat, so eat 'em up cats. And everybody else that's listening to the podcast that's new, let us know. We'll give you shouts out. If you guys are new, say, hey, I'm a newbie. Hit me up with one of them shout outs, and we will. And you guys, please share us with a friend. That's the best way to spread the podcast. We're just like we're a big family. Get some more people in on this gravy gang, and we're gonna take over this motherfucking world, guys. We are gonna run this bitch like Beyonce said the girls are. Pass the Gravy Gang is gonna run the world. We can make that happen.
Who runs the world?
Pass the Gravy Gang.
Who runs the world?
Pass the Gravy Gang. We do. It's us. Gravy power. All right. I don't have anything else. So that's it. You guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Pass the gravy, ya bitches.